Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabunai Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Koraya Udai. Udai means to manifest. Shravan, so what can we do? We can't get it on our own. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte. We can do Shravan. We can do Shravanam Kirtana Vishnu Smaranam, like I said. We can hear about Krishna, we can chant Krishna's name and chant japa and kirtan, read the books, do all the limbs of bhakti. And that will purify our chitta, our Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte. Well, we get Shuddha Chit. Shuddha Chit means anartha-nivrti, our chit is not shud. It's full of anarthas. The nishta, our chit is somewhat pure. Our chit is somewhat shud. And then, because the holy name, the characteristic of the holy name is nitya mukta purna shuddha. It's purna shuddha. So we're chanting this holy name, which is completely pure and eternally liberated. So it's bringing our consciousness to somewhat pure, a little more pure, a lot pure, pretty pure, almost completely pure but little more. So completely pure, a little more means asakti. So that completely pure, a little more, because now you're in Shuddha Sattva. You're in Shuddha Sattva. So the chit is Shuddha, the level of asakti. But Vishuddha, the Vishuddha Sattva, the Vasudev, to attain Vasudev Chit, which is like Bhav and Prem, then the Sandhini Shakti, the mercy, has to come. Balaram enters the womb and prepares the womb of Devaki for the appearance of Devaki Nandan, Sri Krishna, and Mathura. So that Vasudeva, the father of Krishna is Vasudeva. He represents the Vishuddha Sattva, the pure consciousness. His consciousness was totally pure, because he had Vishuddha Sattva, that's called Vasudev Chit. That pure Shuddha Sattva is called Vasudev Chit. So the personality called Vasudev, his consciousness became totally pure, then Krishna entered his consciousness. And from his Vishuddha Sattva consciousness, then Krishna entered the heart of Devaki. So this is how bhakti comes down. So this Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte, in this verse, we do bhajan, which is basically, the basic bhajan is hearing. Krishna tells Arjuna, Gita, Tat Shrinu. Just Tat means that. Hear this. Tat Shrinu. Hear what I'm saying. Hear that thing that I'm telling you. Hear this thing that I'm telling you. So we have to hear, and we have to hear, and we have to hear. Shravan Adi, beginning with Shravan, and hear, and hear, and hear. And after hearing, then you'll chant. Then after hearing and chanting, chanting, the consciousness and the mind will become Cheto, Darpana, Marjana, Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapana. Will become cleansed of greed, and anger, and lust, and envy, and anartha-nivrti, and aparads, and ignorance, and everything will go. Avidya, aparad, avidya, anartha. And that gradually goes, and we come to nishta. So this is Shravanani Koraya Udai. Then this Nitya Siddha Bhava, this eternally perfect Bhav and Prem, which is in the hearts of the residents of the spiritual world, in Krishna's heart and Radha's heart, and all the liberated souls' hearts, that will come into our heart. It will descend from there. Like a ray of the sun ray comes from millions of miles away, and it shines on your face and makes your face feel warm in the winter. There's no wind around. It's freezing cold everywhere, but that sun ray on your face is feeling warm. So it's called Prem Amshu. It's a Prem Kiran. It's a ray of Prem will come from their hearts and fill our hearts. And then the Jiva will attain Prema and Bhav and Prema. They're like brother and sister. Not without that touch.